All right, starting with side steps. So bring the hands up, chin in, brace the abs, knees soft. Step and little pause. Tap the foot, not putting the foot entirely down. Tap and move. Increase that distance just a little bit. Doesn't matter how far you go. Just make sure you get a good stop and move. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 3, 2, and 1. Hands can be in the same position or here for the glute kickbacks a little bit. So we're going to lean, brace, slightly forwards here. And we're going to bring the leg back. In this case, my left leg is going to about 7 o'clock on the clock face. Slightly backwards, slightly to one side. Try not to roll the whole pelvis as you go, so think of the belt line staying almost horizontal. That's working the glute. And if you need to hold on, that's fine. Each time, bring that leg back in and tap. Making sure this leg, the supporting leg, stays with the knee slightly bent there. And if you're in doubt with the balance, switch leg. Just find a spot to stare at. Keep your mind focused and your eyes focused on there. Take your time. All about the glute. 3, 2, and 1. Bring yourself back up again. Pelvis in line, shoulders back, chin in. Bring your knee up towards, doesn't have to touch there, the opposite shoulder. So up, across, down. And if you want to just begin here, that's fine too. The end goal is to get a bit of a stretch in the butt. So we just worked it, now let's stretch it, just that tiny little bit. Up, across, down. And this one is also spotting, staring in a place to keep your balance. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. In place, hands on the sides, small lean, opening out here for a bit of a stretch across the body. A little bit further. You're going to find one side will be less tight than the other. I'm very tight on this side. Don't feel it much on this side. Go. 3, 2, and 1. Hands on the hips. Knee is going to come up, halfway, out, in, down. Soft landing. If you need to keep your foot low, that's fine. Just again, watch that pelvic position. So your belt line horizontal. Falling there myself, just the control in that direction rather than the falling and slamming. Okay, let's go 6, 1, and 2. 6. Good. Now we're going to get to the eagle. So this is the action with the arms, fingertips together and back. So it looks like from the side there. So sliding the foot along the floor, come back in, switch leg. Each time switching the weight from one leg to the other. And when you get the hang of this one, I want you to bring the foot off the floor. Try not to touch down at all. Holding onto something, completely fine. Just making sure you do one side at a time. Control. And all these things you can build up to do, so you can rewatch, see how you progress. Let's give it 2 more. And 2. Good. We're going to do the ab twists now, so good suspension. Sink down, standing up tall though. Hands in the center, and you're going to turn the upper body only, keeping the hips directly to your computer. Bit of a stretch again, like the side leans, but this time a bit more resistance for me. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up a little bit, still with soft knees. Hands are here. Across, lean, bit of a stretch in the shoulder, and here. Across the body. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And down. Bring the feet in. Walking hamstrings now, hands on the hips. Halfway down, heel to the floor, lean, back up. So the toe comes up. All the weight, 90% of the weight is on the back leg, whichever leg that is. Down. Back to upright. Again, hold on if you feel the need, which is fine. We're really trying to get a stretch all the way down this chain here, as well as a bit of balance. Don't force it. Just gently in, gently out of that stretch. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back in again. And reverse lunge twist. This one's a bit trickier. Hands in the center. I'm going to go back on one leg. So my right leg's going to stay forward, my left leg's going to go back. I'm going to twist towards that front leg, so back and across. And what we're trying to do here is put as much work in the front leg as we can, instead of pushing off the back toe, which would be more like in real life. Trying to isolate that leg, so driving through the heel of this leg makes it a little bit more difficult. 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Switch sides. We're going to go this way. This leg now goes back. Hands in front. Twist. It's going to throw you off balance quite a lot, this one, so you might want to do just a small little half twist. That's okay as well. Or even a back step. First, get used to the pattern, then increase and progress. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Butt kick. Bring the heel as high as you can. Standing nice and tall. Arms across the body. Okay, feet down, knees soft. Brace the abs. Keep the back straight, like you're peering over a ledge. You come back up. This is all about the hip hinge here. So we're not coming down on the knees. We're just going to go forwards with that straight back, all the way up. Doing a bit of a stretch across the back to the glutes and a tiny bit in the hamstrings as well. 3. It's almost like a reset. 2. And 1. Lunge position on the toe. Now in this one, actually I'll come to this. If you want to go to a stable lunge position, don't just start with narrow feet and go back. I want you to go back hip width apart and then move the leg back. It's going to give you more base of support to work with. A bit more stability. Okay, brace. Sink a little down, and you're going to lean forward ever so slightly. Bring your elbows up, and it's that kick. Tricep kickbacks, these are called. Lock and in. Just trying to keep that front leg in line with the second toe, that front knee to be specific. You start to feel it in the glute, the quad, and the tricep. 2 more. Feet together. Remember which leg you're on. Thumbs forwards. You're going to lift up your heels. Reach up. Lower the heels. Through and down. Try to get full extension of the arms right there. And then controlling them on the way back down. Don't just let your heels drop. You be in control there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to the lunge. So again, hip width apart. Sit. Sink down with the brace. Pivot. Elbows up and kick. Just keep stable as much as you can. 5 to go. 3, 4, 5. Back in with your feet. Palms still facing each other. 8 this time, a little bit less. High as you can. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and down. Okay, back to the legs again. From here, holding on until you're ready. Similar to the eagle, we're just going to do a bit further. So bend the leg first, stretching out, and tap. Repeating that same leg. And the 5 on this leg, even if it's just here. 3, 4, switching over, holding on if you need to. Arms will come out if you don't. Always building up to as little assistance from things as you can, so balance from you, not from the walls, as much as possible. 5 to go. 2, 4, 5. Switching legs again, this time on this leg, hands on the hips. Brace. Always checklist. Tap in front, so 12 to 6, around, behind, and back. Just a small circle, increasing as you get better. Finding that fixed point to stare at again. Always do that middle tap just to stop yourself from falling. You're going to feel the movement muscles here, the stabilizing ones right here. And we're going to switch now, so changing over, keep those knees soft, tap, tap, tap. One more each way. And back to the middle. Fingertips together, you're going to pivot, reverse fly. And stop in there. To the ground now. First we do the dead bug. So as a previous video you can see, lock here, hands directly above your shoulders, bring the feet up. Small movements to start, opposite arm and leg. And what we're trying to do here is keep this region tensed up. If it comes off the floor a little way, that's fine at the lower back, but otherwise try and push it into the floor. Never let your legs go all the way to the floor here. Arms can push it, and if you get that stretch, it can feel quite good. 8, 7, 6, 3, 2, and 1. Turning on over. Okay, I'm going to do the bird dog and a bird dog twisty to help the torso. So first, into our bird dog position here. Brace, chin pulled in, sternum between your hands. Start low with the foot. Then get the height up a little bit without twisting the hips. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Same position for this twisting one, except this time you're not going to move the legs at all. You're going to rotate. So bring your arm out to the side and back. You're not going to get too far with this one. You'll meet a lot of resistance down here. Just gentle. No throwing yourself into this. And stopping there. And 3 breaths in. Big breath. Find the height. Tension release each time, remember. Hold the height. Thumbs back, shoulder blades squeeze. Opens you out, gets the shoulders in position, and then toes up. Leaning back a little way, and then the midfoot, and then the whole foot. Okay.